Lions, dragons, penguins and the southern skies. We have 4 very different but very cool pieces of silver to showcase for you all here today. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and thank you for joining me for this rapid fire edition of In Focus Friday, the show where we take a good close look at cool things made of silver or gold. Now, this week we are undergoing a massive unboxing extravaganza here in the Backyard Bullion household. If you've not checked that video out, there's a link down in the description below. And we have pulled the 4 coolest pieces, in our opinion anyway, from that parcel to have a good close look at here. Now, as we go throughout the video, it'd be great if you could put a thumbs up and show your appreciation for not only these coins, but our channel. And let me know down in the comments which of the 4 you like the best. It's always good to get a public opinion vote on which is the coolest piece. Let's get the ball rolling though with this Australia Under the Southern Skies coin from the Royal Australian Mint. And it is very refreshing to see a stunning piece of silver come from Australia that has not emerged from the Perth Mint. Now, I don't mean that in any derogatory way towards the Perth Mint. They do some stunning work. In fact, we've got one of their dragon bars featured today as well. But the Royal Australian Mint has been really hitting the nail on the head recently, and this is, in my opinion, their best offering to date. I think it's stunning, I think it's sublime, I think it's contemporary, and I really, really like it. So, of course, what you can see here is the Australian continent celebrated there with the brilliant kind of globe motif in the background. I really like that. The Southern Cross here, the star constellation that you can see from the Southern Hemisphere, and, of course, us Northern Hemisphere we're very biased. We can be Northern Hemisphere snobs when we think about the stars that we should see in the night sky, and then you go to the Southern Hemisphere and none of them are there. Do you remember that? My first time in the Southern Hemisphere looking up at the night sky. So it's all celebrating everything Southern Hemisphere and everything Australian. It's a really very cool piece, and I have to commend the Royal Australian Mint for the stunning design. I think it's wonderful. Now, this is this design was originally created by Stuart Devlin in 1964, and I believe it was used on Australian coinage. That's what I'm reading and understanding. I can't be 100% sure, but I think it was around the decimalisation period that they were using this particular design. So if there are any Australians down in the comments, let me know. My limited research is showing a little bit there, but I think it's a very cool piece regardless. Now, this particular coin comes supplied in a capsule. We don't have the mintage declared at the moment. I can't see any mintage numbers, so if anybody does know the mintage on that, then again let me know. But none of the major dealers have that information. So they do come supplied in the capsule. Rolls of 10 will be in the sealed plastic like this. So what's been happened here is the European Mint, obviously the customer ordered 3 of these that have come in this particular group purchase, and they've obviously cut through the plastic to get the 3 that we want here. I haven't taken them out of this because I thought it was quite cool for the customer to know that he's had them as they were delivered. And fortunately, we of course can see this on one side and the Queen side on the other. Another cool thing is that a lot of coins these days do forget about the other side of the coin, and this hasn't. They've continued that motif design onto the other side, and I think that's really cool and a very, very good job. So kudos to the Royal Australian Mint. I think it's fantastic. It is a premium coin, don't get me wrong. It is going to come at a higher price right now. Approximately £5 or £6 more than you'd pay for your kind of bog standard bullion coins, but in my opinion I don't think that's a unsurmountable price right now. Of course, with the movement in spot prices, you could end up just having spot price gains on this type of coin, let alone any potential numismatic premium gains. So very cool coin and a job well done to the Royal Australian Mint. Let me know your thoughts on it down below. Now, sticking with the Australian continent, we are going to move across to the other side of Australia, to the Perth Mint. Now, this is the Perth Mint 1 ounce Dragon Bar for 2020. It's one that's been out for a long time. It's still exceptionally popular. People are buying it left, right and centre, and I really like it. I think it is a phenomenal design. It's the best of the 3. I don't have the others out to hand. I was a big fan of them and bought quite a few of them for that long-term sort of holding. I do think they're going to grow exceptionally well over time, certainly the younger editions. Now, 2020 is a difficult year, an odd year, isn't it? And there's going to be a lot of people who will have limited or restricted budgets, or their budgets just won't stretch as far because, of course, spot prices have changed quite significantly and premiums have changed on silver. So whether or not this is going to be kind of the key date within the series, because there aren't as many people buying them or there aren't as many being made, I don't know. We'll have to see as time goes. But one thing is for sure, they're stunning, they're really, really attractive looking, and Perth Mint does a really good job. The quality on these are fantastic. I guess my only qualm, and it's because of their higher mintage bullion grade type things, is that they are an absolute pig when they come supplied in the tubes. And if you've ever dealt with one of these dragon capsule tube things, they are useless. You can't get them in or out very easily. They always cling and clang around. They potentially have like edge damage all across them. It's not very, very good, and I would much rather see them come supplied in the rectangular capsules, which you can get very readily, but again, those add to the overall cost of the coin. And remember, this is a coin, it's a coin bar, and that's one of the things that makes it pretty unique. There are not a great deal of coin bars or bars that are technically coins out there, so Perth Mint, once again, doing a really good job in setting themselves apart from the rest. Now, staying in the Southern Hemisphere, it's a very Southern Hemisphere themed edition today. We are looking at another premium coin. This is the Chatham Island crested penguin coin. Now, this is a really attractive piece, and I have to say, of all of these actually, well, maybe we'll put this to one side because it's a little bit more at the bullion end of the spectrum, but of all of these, I think this is absolutely stunning, and it's very difficult to choose my favourite of these three. But this is a really cool piece, and it's something that I've learned quite a lot about when I've been doing sort of a modicum of research for this particular episode. Now, I'd seen this coin out there, and it is from the New Zealand Mint, so we are obviously staying in the Southern Hemisphere, but moving away from Australia. You can see there New Zealand on that side with the Queen's head with Ian Rank Broadley's portrait. It's really got some exceptional design, and normally, and this is no real criticism of the New Zealand Mint, but they're not known for creating incredible coins with exceptional designs like you would come out of the Perth Mint or even now the Royal Australian Mint. But this one is fantastic. Look at the amount of detail and different textures and layers and almost like high relief that's on this particular design. I think it's fantastic. Now, there is some sort of dust and smudges on this capsule, so if I was to open the capsule, you really would see how amazing it is. But because this is not my coin, I don't really want to open it and potentially risk damage to it for its new owner, but I think it is stunning. I think it's an incredibly well designed coin. It looks great. The detail stretches out from the coin, and it also comes supplied with a little certificate of authenticity for a mintage of 25,000. It's not something you'd normally expect. There are Perth Mint coins that come with lower mintages and they don't have COAs, and this is one that does. Now, I'm not going to read all of this information out, but this was something I really enjoyed reading and learning about the Chatham Islands, which are the very first islands in the world to see the rising sun each day. They're the most, would you say easterly or westerly? I guess you'd say easterly because they see the sun first. So they're the most easterly inhabited islands, but they've also got a bit of a sorry past in terms of human disruption of wildlife, and this Chatham Island penguin coin commemorates some of the work that is being done to reintroduce these species, which is incredible. So here you can see some of the other particulars on the particular coin with the designer's names, all of the other particulars. 1 troy ounce of silver, premium bullion it says there is the finish, so it's almost a bit like a proof but not quite a proof. We've seen other designations like BU premium bullion, that's PB, different sliced acronym, but hey ho, I like it and I think it's very cool, and it comes with that COA, which is fantastic. Now, the last item of the lot is very cool. It's so hard to choose my favourite of the lot, and I think I know which one everybody's going to choose, and it's probably going to be this one because it's big, it's shiny, it's stunning, it's got a big fat lion on it, it's got everything going right for it with the patterns in the background. It's just stunning, coming from the Scottsdale Mint. Now, this is how it was supplied from the European Mint, so what's obviously happened is that there is, of course, a significant amount that come in big blister packs, and then the European Mint has cut through them. Not cut through straightly. I personally don't mind, because as soon as I got this, if I was buying it, I would rip it out of this particular piece of cardboard, but I know some people like to keep it in the Scottsdale cardboard as a way to kind of, I guess, verify that it is from them. So, the not so perfect cut is my only criticism to the European Mint that I can levy. It's not very much, I know. Now, I don't really want to take it out of here because, again, I said I don't really know what the customer would want to do with it. But on the other side, there is just a plain portrait of the Queen. It looks very, very pretty, but all of the action is on this side. So it's a good job that this side is the one that's left face up. Also, it's got a kind of plastic layer across here which protects the capsule as well. So a lot of people will want to keep it in there. Design-wise, though, you have to admit it is stunning. And these Scottsdale lions in their various forms have always been popular. This does come at a pretty hefty premium though, so it's certainly one not for the faint of heart in terms of those premiums. And I believe the mintage on these are incredibly low as well, with only 1,000 of them I'm reading. Let's have a quick double check of that. Yes, 1,000 of these only. So an incredibly low mintage edition. And, you know, you can understand why it's very, very well minted. So a big thank you to the customer who ordered this and allowed me to see it for the brief time that I did. So in terms of favourites, it's very difficult. I think you'll have to excuse me there. I'm sorry, it was a bad time for the camera's battery to die. Now, in terms of my favourite of the lot, it's going to probably be between these three. I think we can all agree that the Perthmint Dragon Bar, it's just not in the same category as these other coins. I guess that's probably because of the premium nature and design of these. So of the three here, I think it's going to have to go to the Scottsdale Lion because it is just stunning. And then surprisingly, and my opinion has changed on this as we've gone through filming this video, but I think the second place prize has to go to the Chatham Island Penguin. It's just a really well done coin, it really is. I love that. And penguins are stunning, and they're very cute. So that's going to be second place for me. And then a very close third place goes to the Australia Under the Southern Skies. So 4 very, very cool pieces of silver. I would love to know your opinions down in the comment section. So let me know which of the 4 is your favourite. Be interesting to get a straw poll going to see which one takes it. I think the Lion is going to win though. That is all from me today. If you've enjoyed this video, please do hit the thumbs up on it. It does help everything we do here on the channel. And if you'd like to see content from us in the future, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you are already subscribed and you're a member of the BYB Rambling Society, paid members or not, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one. And as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.